Hello, welcome to Learn Academy. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to plot pie charts, how to create pie charts using Microsoft Excel. So let's get started. Now let's go to a bit of information we have here. So we have a data table that shows product category against the revenue. So we have different product category, beverages, drinks, up to electronics, and we have the respective revenue. So how do we plot the pie chart for this information? So first thing to do is to select the data, and after selecting the data, you just come to insert. You click on insert menu, then I come to the pie chart section. I click on the drop down arrow beside it, then I choose my first 2D pie chart. So you can see, so I've just created a pie chart for this information. So this is the whole chart area. I can as well increase the size of the chart area just like this. You can increase the chart, and if you look at this pie chart very well, you know, it's a representation of the proportions of each of these categories, the revenue proportion of each of these categories represented in degrees. So as you can see, the beverages is taking the largest portion, you know, followed by the wines, and followed by drinks, then followed by plastics, and then finally beverages. So this is how to create pie chart using Microsoft Excel. So one of the things I like doing, as you know, is to add different chart elements to it to improve the visibility, you know, and make it more, you know, looking nice. So how do I add the chart element to it? I click on this little cross icon, so I can add my data label, for example. So I can add my data label, so you can see the data label for each of the section, you know, is being displayed. Then I can also, from this data label, I can do some little bit of adjustment. You know, I can actually make it move to the center, or I could make it move inside or outside. You know, I could make it best fit just like what it was before, or I could choose a data callout. You know, I could choose a data color, but usually what I like doing is to go to these more options so I can give me more features to play with. So I click on the more options for the data label. So you can see format data labels. So under this first label options, you know, I want the category name to show. So you could see electronics is showing, other categories are showing. I could want the percentage to show. So good. So that means electronics is taking 47%, and likewise others to have their percentage, you know, shown like that. So what then could I do? I could then decide to do proper formatting on the visibility of the data label. I could find a way of making it nice. You know, I could also have it more like a data call out. So I can close this. Let me choose the other settings. Let me choose the other settings of data call out. So I could have it a form of a data call out. Trying to, okay, I think it's having some issues there. Oh, sorry, I'm coming. I'm trying to adjust it to make sure I have it so good. I have it more like a data call out, so that all the different element can properly fit. So I can have it in data callout. I could click on the data labels and just apply my Ctrl B to make it bold. I could change the font color, you know, make it font color probably red. You know, I could change the size of the font to, let's say, 14. You know, now it's very bold. You can see that it's very bold. That's good. Then finally, I want to move this legend. I want to move it to the right. So I will come to this legend. I will click on this cross icon, come to the legend and click on this arrow. Then I can move it to the right. So I have my legend to the right. Then I can apply Ctrl B to it to make it bold. You know, I could also increase, you know, the size. I could increase the individual size of this to make it more big, you know, to show this. Good. Now let me remove this chart title. I don't need it. So good. This is looking nice. It's looking so big. So I could also change individual colors of the different section of the pie chart. For example, I could want to change this color from blue. So I'm going to double click on it. I double click on it, so it opens up its settings here. Then I could come to this fill and line, you know, fill and line. So under this fill, I choose the color. So I could apply, I could change. Let me hover my mouse. I could change to, let me look at a nice color I want to use. Let me choose the green. So I'm choosing the green color. So you can see automatically it changes to green. So I could change this to yellow, this other one to yellow. I could change this to yellow. Let me put the yellow. Good, it changed to yellow. So you will notice that as the color keeps changing, the legend for the section also changes. The color of the legend also changes with what you actually have here. So I can close this. Now you can see we have the pie chart for this product category against the revenue. Thank you. Bye for now.